What is up, everybody? Happy Old Testament Thursday. I'm Pastor Adam. I'm so glad you decided to tune in, check out, and see what we've got going on today. So glad you're here. We're going to continue on in our series about looking at a proverb, gaining some wisdom from it. What is wise to begin with? And then we're going to go to the New Testament and see what or who does this well and see the proverb in action so we can look at it and see it from a practical sense. So, today, without further ado, I have a question for you. Who do you listen to? Who do you talk to? Who is your friends? Who's your inner circle? Who do you run ideas by? Think about that person or people that you do. Think about, are they people who tend to just tell you what you want to hear, or are they people who are going to actually give you what you need to hear, what they really think about whatever it is you ask them about? Check this out, Proverbs 15, 22 through 24. It says, plans fail for a lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. A person finds joy in giving an apt reply, and how good is a timely word. Verse 24, the path of life leads upward for the prudent to keep them from going down the realm of the dead. Well, what does that all mean? Well, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way back up. So, starting in verse 24, the path of that leads to life is for those of the prudent, those who take care of how they live their life, those who are cautious, those who think through things, those who are willing to sit down and go through all of these things. Somebody who doesn't do that goes down the realm of the dead, the pathway of the dead, those who fall off the path of life. If you want to go upwards into life, uh, not downwards into death, essentially, what do you have to do? Well, you got to be careful. You have to be thorough. You have to think through what it is that you're doing. And how do you do that? Well, let's go back. A person who finds joy in an apt reply and who's good, or and how good is a timely word. You need a timely word. You need somebody to reply to you. Hey, how do you do that? How do you look for those? Well, we go back to verse 22. Whenever you plan something, whenever you're thinking about something, whenever you're going to go do something, ask somebody. Say, hey, I have this big thing that I'm looking to do. Um, I need some advice. I need some counsel. I need somebody I need to run this idea by somebody. Maybe in your job, you think maybe if you're in management and you want to try a new strategy, whether you are maybe some other form and you're not in a management position, not in a leadership role, and you want to change things up, you have a new idea. Before you ever just go barge in to your boss, sit down, think about it, ask your coworkers, ask your friends. If you are thinking about making a big change in your family, well, talk to people. Say, hey, do you think this is a good idea? Do you think we can pull this off? Or how do you think this would work? And let those people who are going to tell you what you need to hear, what they truly think, not what they're just going to tell you. Because if they're just telling you what they want to tell you, then you shouldn't have bothered asking them in the first place. But with many advisors, they succeed. If you want to plan, if you want to go out and do something, if you want to change something, have some advisors, have people who give you wise counsel. Because with many of them, hey, there you go, you're going to succeed, or you're going to have a better chance at succeeding. Now, what does this all have to do with our Christian walk, and how does that work? Well, we already have the great counselor, we have the Holy Spirit, we have people who are going to tell us not what we want to hear or not what we would just tell ourselves, but what they truly think. And then we're going to be going upwards into the path of life rather than downwards into the path of death. Have many advisors, have people who are going to tell you what you want, not what you want to hear, but what they truly think, what you really, really need to hear. If you have a bad idea, hey, let them say that you have a bad idea, because then you can be like, okay, well, how can I change it to make it better? We're always trying to get better. We're always trying to grow closer to God. And how we do that, we have many advisors, we have good counsel, and we listen to the great counselor, the Holy Spirit. I'm Pastor Adam. This has been Old Testament Thursday. I'll see you next time.